Hi, this is Christine with Where's Watson? Well, it's Saturday morning and we're here at the RRC Polytech Smart Factory to welcome a group of grade 7 and 8 students and their parents to the Gene Haas Bootcamps, which is in partnership with Thomas Skinner and Career Trek, and our faculty and students, some of whom have just graduated and are volunteering their time to welcome these students into our Smart Factory for a day of learning about the careers in manufacturing. And Daniel is one of our instructors here at RRC Polytech, and he has really kind of pulled the boot camps together along with Shylight Bloodworth and other members of our team. So Daniel, tell us about the boot camps and how they came to be.
Well, let's start with where they came to be. So this happened about a year ago. We sat down with Mark Blackner and Shylight and Glenn, and we started talking about ways to introduce manufacturing to youth. And so this boot camp Saturday idea was introduced, and yeah, we've been just growing it since then. We tried to think of ways to introduce as many processes as possible, really showcasing manufacturing and how diverse manufacturing can be. And we came up with a few different projects and activities to do, starting with a CNC machined part. Yeah. That's multi-stage process, and going into robotics, CAD, computer-aided drafting, and 3D printing. And so they get to experience and take some of these parts home, and hopefully we make it memorable.
Oh, wonderful. I know that I've heard back from a number of participants that said how valuable it was and how fun it was for both the parents and the students, because it's not just the grade 7 and 8 students, it's actually their caregivers as well, which is absolutely fabulous, because we want to make sure that everybody's aware of the career opportunities and hopefully choose to come to RRC Polytech when they graduate from high school.
For sure.
Yes.
For sure.
So Daniel, tell us about the project that we are undertaking today.
So this project is the Ironman head. This was started quite a while ago, actually, by some retired and former employees, actually. So this piece is more of a display piece that they can see the 5-axis run and how a 5-axis CNC machine works. Other projects, so the main project that they're doing themselves today will be a chess piece. So we have a chess piece that they will CNC machine on the lathe and then on the mill with engraving, and it's going to be a keychain that they can keep and go home with.
Wonderful. And to promote women in engineering, the chess piece is actually the queen. So yes. I'm always supportive of that.
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you. Yeah. Now, you're going to actually show me how to do this.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I'll show you how to do this. We'll start with the chess piece.
Perfect.
So I can show you in here. So right now this is
around.
So right now this is a preview of what it's going to look like. It kind of helps you visualize what the machine is going to do. And so when we finished with the part, we just basically break it off. So let's make another part. Would you like me to show you?
I would love that, Daniel. Awesome. Thank you.
All right. So first thing we do is we start the program, and a stopper comes up. So once the stopper comes up, that's to determine the length of the part, so we can repeat it without having to reset it.
Okay.
So I'm opening the jaws, and I'm just going to push it against it.
So that's a piece of metal that is going to create the part?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's a piece of aluminum, 3/4 inch aluminum, okay, that we're going to transform into a queen chess piece.
Yay!
So now that it's set up, I can close the doors, and now the program continues.
I love this.
So right now, it's actually drilling the hole where the keychain is going to go through.
Okay.
So that's what's happening right now in the machine. So we try to use different stages of processing.
And how long would it take a student to code something like this, or to create the program for you know, a piece like this?
So generally, it depends on how well they're along in their training. The student that did this as one of their projects actually did it in a matter of a few classes. It was very fast.
Wow.
He's actually also a student that's here volunteering today. Yeah.
Wonderful. It gets very loud, so that's why Daniel and I are watching. And so, Daniel, what is it doing right now? It's milling or
it's turning.
Turning.
Yeah.
Turning.
So it's turning the material at a fast speed, and it's putting a cutting edge against the aluminum, and this is how it removes chips. So this is turning it into a concentric shape.
Okay. Okay. So it's removing material.
It's removing material.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And the water is in there to keep it cool. Is that correct?
Yes. So it's the water is coolant. It's a synthetic oil mixed with water, and it's meant to keep the tool cool, lubricate, and remove material, the chips that you're cutting off, so they're out of the way, so new chips can be formed.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
let's have a look.
2 minutes and 20 seconds, and our part is done.
Oh my gosh!
So
look at that. Fantastic. Wow.
So now we can break that off.
Okay.
And we can go to our next stage.
Wonderful.
And finish our piece.
Perfect. Let's do that.
All right. So this is a CNC mill. So the mill works a little bit different, where the lathe worked in 2 axes. The mill works in 3 axes.
Okay.
So what that allows us is to move the part around rather than the tool, but the tool still moves up and down.
Okay.
But in this case, the tool turns. Not the part,
not the
like in the lathe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I put this part in here, just turning the lights on,
yes,
so you can kind of see a little bit better. So let's clamp the piece in our vise, and so our vise is holding a custom set of jaws that were also machined by students.
Wow.
That hold our piece into position, right? And so we can do our first operation, which is the engraving on top. So it's gonna face the part, make a flat surface,
oh my gosh,
and engrave the logo for today. And that's the Haas logo, arched with an RRC Polytech.
Isn't that neat? Let's get a close-up of that, because that's super cool. That's really neat. So the student designed that as well?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Wow.
The student took the existing logos with permission,
yes,
and transformed
created
it into
as part of the machining.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, all right. So our part is in. We are ready to go. Close the doors, and
there we go.
We can get started.
Now, Daniel, tell us about the student involvement in these projects. How do they do them as part of their program, part of their classes?
So this one was an additional project in the advanced CNC program.
Okay.
So I asked Instructor Jessica if we could introduce another project for one of their students, and yeah, it was a great success. The student outdid themselves and really brought this project to life. But I have to say, it wasn't just a project like for a class. The student kept going with it even after the class. They got engaged, and it was an amazing experience.
Wow.
They enjoyed bringing manufacturing to youth. It's something that's means something to them. So
that's wonderful.
Yes.
Well, and I really appreciate that as an instructor, you're looking for opportunities for our students to give back and to really engage them in different ways to see how their skills, their newly demonstrated skills, can apply beyond just, you know, the course and the classroom. So I'm so grateful for that.
All right, so the first side is done. So we're gonna take it out.
And were you drying it off there? Is that what you were doing? Okay.
I was just blowing compressed air at it just to get the coolant away, so I don't get it on my fingers, or not as much.
Yes.
So this is a fresh piece.
Perfect.
All right, now we're going to turn it around and make the crown.
Okay.
So the jaws are designed to do both parts. So the program is sliced to basically stop between the parts.
Okay.
And now we'll just finish the rest of the program, which is going to make the crown.
Wonderful. Because every queen needs a crown.
That's right.
That's so cool. So Daniel, you were also a student here.
Yes.
What attracted you back to RRC Polytech as an instructor?
Oh, that's a loaded question. A lot of things. I really enjoyed my experience here as a student. I enjoyed the environment. I enjoyed just learning, doing. And it was attracted to me. And when I started here as an EA, it was really exciting. I got to be part of a lot of different things to really make a difference in students' lives. And then I went to instructing. So now it's like my old instructor that I worked with now says, it's full circle.
It is full circle. Yeah. And I think that that's one of the beautiful parts of RRC Polytech is that we engage our students so well, and they have such a passion for their careers that they want to come back and create the next generation of manufacturers. So thank you so much for doing that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Let's see what our finished part looks like with the crown.
All right, so I'm gonna dry it off a little bit, and our piece is done.
Oh wow, isn't that gorgeous? Wonderful.
So I have one for you here that is completed with
Yay,
the keychain. Sorry,
look at that. That's
coolant on my
okay.
fingers.
Look at that. Now I've got my very own keychain.
Yep.
Oh, Daniel,
sure.
Thank you so much for that. We really appreciate your time, your expertise, your passion, and thank you for your vision for the boot camp and helping the whole team kind of make this day really special for our participants.
I'm really happy to do it. It's an exciting event. I'm really looking forward to more of them.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Take care.
Take care.
Thank you.